My policy is only to produce video reviews for diving equipment that I've had the opportunity to thoroughly and rigorously test in the most demanding conditions. And I'm really pleased to say that this is what you can see me doing here with a pair of Orcatorch D710 Video Lights and the matching tray that goes with it. The dive is on the wreck of the Charlwood, which is 60 odd metres out of Plymouth, but I've also used it on several other dives as well. And I have to say, it's a really, really nice top quality setup that I love to bits. That's not really surprising. All the Orcatorch kit that I've seen and that I personally use has been really, really good quality. So the bottom line really is, if you're looking for a small, compact, high quality set of video lights and tray, then I would strongly recommend you to have a look at the Orcatorch D710V and tray. It's a really, really nice bit of kit that inspires confidence. In terms of specs, they're 2000 lumens, they're rated to 150 meters, and at the lower power setting you've got 400 minutes of burn time, which is plenty for everyone. You've also already seen that it does different color modes as well, so you've got blue and red for those of you who want to do funky stuff for night diving. As you can see here, I've got it paired up with Insta360 Ace Pro 2, and that's an absolutely winning combination. And you can see how well the lights are illuminating this wreck. Obviously stuff close in, that's a bit of a given, but even further away stuff. And this is despite the fact this dive is really dark, but you can see these lights are performing really, really nicely. And given how compact they are, I think that's really quite impressive. Often video lights can be much bigger. So I think that makes these really good for anybody who's looking for something to take away with them on their travels, for instance. And you can also see that the tray itself is actually quite compact, and once again it means that it's not a huge item of kit that you've got to carry around with you. So all these things together just mean that ergonomically I really really like this setup that I've got here. And you can see, obviously I'm videoing with my Paralenz that's mounted to the side of my it's mounted on a helmet, but you can see how well the video lights are illuminating that, and the footage that I got on the Insta was awesome as well. But let's have a look at it in a bit more detail and see what you get. Beautiful piece of engineering is Orcatorch's very own mounting tray for an action cam. Comes complete, as you can see in this setup, with two D710V video lights, and taken together this is just a fantastic setup. You've seen me using it underwater, and you know it's a lovely thing. So this is what you get in the box with the tray. First of all, you get a couple of these handles, and they're impressively they feel substantial, which is really nice. You get this, which is the video tray. And you see those little knobs there. They're going to they keep the handle in place and stop them from rotating, which is a nice touch. You've got this, which you mount your GoPro on, and once again there's a few nice touches with that, so that it's got some stuff on the bottom that stops it removing. And butterfly clips. I've used loads and loads of cheap butterfly clips over the years. These aren't cheap. They just feel really substantial, like everything, frankly, that's part of this kit. So it's pretty simple to put together. You line up the arm with that kind of little lump on the bottom, and then as you can see here, you just screw those knurled nuts in. Do those nice and tight, and you can see, yeah, I'm just pointing out there that you've got to make sure that you get that knob in the right place, and that just stops them from spinning around. You can see I've done it finger tight, doesn't need to be much more than that. Goes together really really nicely. And this is me doing the other one on the other side. It's always a bit difficult trying to video these things, and as you can see, I'm currently making a slight hash of it, but it is fairly straightforward to do, as you can see there. And that's it. Your tray will come in the individual components, but once it's together, you can see there it feels lovely, and it's actually a really nice size, and that's one of the things I particularly like about this. So this is me putting the GoPro mount on, and once again, it's a I've said this a load of times now, but it bears mentioning. It's a really nice thing, and one of the nice touches about this is you can actually adjust where the GoPro is looking. So the bit on the top will move around, it will move forward and backwards, up and down and everything. So you can adjust the video to exactly where you want it. I'm just pausing for a moment to admire how nice it is, but obviously the other thing that I'm going to need to put on is the butterflies. And once again, I've already highlighted that these are really nice bits of kit. So you can see there, that's the first butterfly going on. Probably don't need to see me doing the second one. So time for me to show you the video lights, and it's the standard Orcatorch box, which is lovely, really nice. Zips going the other way around on this one. And then inside, what have we got? Well, we've got this, which is obviously going to mount the torch onto the tray. We've got all the other bits and pieces. There's a lanyard there if you're kind of concerned about it falling down. There is some more O-rings, so always worth replacing those. And then there's the usual kind of bits of, there's some blurb there about other Orcatorch products, and they do have a good range, 12 months of warranty. Yep, happy with that. And there is some instructions which has got all the burn times and all those other bits and pieces on there. But onto the main stuff. Yep, there's a USB-A to USB-C charging cable, and clearly that is going to be used with the battery. It's a standard 21700, 5000 milliamp hours, and putting it into the torch is relatively straightforward, as you've seen there. Just unscrew and screw it back up again, and it's as easy as that. So one of the nice things is it's loads of threads, so that means it's less likely to leak. And there we are, we have an Orcatorch D710V ready to go. And those of you who've seen some of my other videos will know it's a very similar form factor to the other ones. Buttons on the top, there's the LEDs at the front. You probably saw the red and the blue ones in there as well. And there you go, just turning it on, you see 120 degree beam angle. I'm not going to shine it at the camera. There's the red and the blue there. Obviously difficult to see because it's quite bright, but all those functions are there for those of you who want them. So really nice bit of kit. And to fit it onto the ball, onto the butterfly, is really easy. You just sort of put it in there, as you've seen. Make sure the orange kind of O-ring inside is located, and then just tighten it up with that knurled nut. And obviously you can position it so the switch is wherever you want. But there you go, that is now ready to go, and it's nice and secure. Lastly, to fit it to the tray, well, here's a tray that I prepared earlier. You can see there, just undo the butterfly, and we're going to slot the video light in there, tighten the butterfly up, and obviously you can adjust the butterfly underwater to wherever you want, or you can fold it in, or all those kind of things. But you can see that is trivially easy to do. And once you've done that, you're ready to go and take it and get it wet. And here's some more video footage of me doing exactly that. Now, often when I get stuff from Orcatorch to review, I offer it in a competition as a giveaway. I'm not going to do that this time because I love this so much that I'm keeping it for myself, and I'm going to use it to make more videos. So sorry about that, anybody who was thinking that might be coming. But if you want to buy one, I've put the Amazon link in the comments so you can find it there. Right. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that review. I hope it was useful as part of your buying decisions, and I will see you all on the next one. Thank you.